Everybody wants to be an astronaut. Take the long, tall train to the sun.
Welcome, everybody, to the Golden Path International, sponsored by Unfussable Narrative. I am your host, CJ, and today your co-host is BlackShadow. How you doing?
We are okay. If I sound slightly rough, it's because I've just done a 7-hour stream. It's my own fault. But we are here for the big main event of the opening week of action. We're finally here with the Group of Death, Group B, and we finally get our week 1 game. The week 2 game
That's right.
played early, with LSR taking most of the spoils. But all eyes onto this game here with resident Dune content creator Orski, resident Dune Imperium addict Lannister, Q32, who was 4th place in the last tournament. HearOlexio, perhaps drawing a bit of a short straw on this one, is going to do fairly well to survive in this one. We'll see how we go here. But this should be a big game. I mean, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I figured I'd stay up for this, so that makes you reckon that we should have a good one on our hands.
It is going to be excellent. I know that Lannister's been planning this, and this looks like a perfect Romber row, and he has certainly picked Romber. He's probably the, I'd say, best Romber in our group of all players. I don't know anyone else who's quite cracked this character quite as much as he has. So this will be exciting. We also have a beast in the third position, which is a little scary if you're going combat, but we'll see how that goes.
4th is Curious, and Orski going for Halley, which I think is fairly reasonable. So
yeah,
this all looks reasonably fine. Our row here, you haven't had a proper look at it yet. We got a Jamis, we got Scout Peddler, G-Mutation Impeder, so plenty of variety here. Detonation devices in the row is going to be pretty scary for players. Disposal for Helene looks not bad. Spaceport might see some use early, but I'd be kind of surprised. So there's a bit of versatility on this. There's plenty of combat on offer, hence a lot of combat folks here. So if there's a lot of victory points on for sale in the combat, expect just absolute wanton destruction across Arrakis here.
Absolutely.
And to be fair, that might be good for Orski here. Orski, like, Helena's kind of a weird one. Like, Helena usually, she wins games by picking up a combat point somewhere or another, due to obviously all the city access. It's going to be difficult for her to do that. I'll be honest, I would actually kind of like Orski to be like, go heavy in combat early, knowing obviously that Lannister's going to be better later on. Try and pick up like an early turn 2, turn 3 combat victory point, and then kind of just cocoon and let everyone else just beat the heck out of each other. I think might be a good idea. But
now, if you've seen any of our games, you know that we do like to highlight certain good plays and certain play patterns. Now, I want to pay attention to Lannister's Romber play here. If you are interested in learning this character, I highly suggest using this as a way to get into that. His first play was Signet Ring up to Smuggling. It doesn't look like he's going to be shipping all that much. He's probably not even going to go to full space till late game. We see a Still Suits counter for Beast, possibly a Hostage of Great Flat, or possibly just draw 4 cards. So you never know with the Beast.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind going Still Suits of Beast early, because obviously you got a lot of resources early. This isn't a great conflict for you, though, here.
Yeah.
Be honest, take the early water in 3rd position, because it's very easy for someone else to pinch the 2nd, and then Great Flats is not like that. So it's a bit of a tricky opening round for everyone here. Tesia pulls a convincing argument, which is pretty good. Pyder, they're looking pretty nice. There's no ring for Helena, so where does Helena go here? Does she go Wealth? Does she barrel Hardy Warriors?
I think it's... Oh, yeah, that's a really good question. Probably up to tech negotiation.
It's difficult with Beast behind. It's very difficult, because obviously you're scared about the ring here, but you have a dagger.
Yeah.
If you barreled Hardy Warriors, I wouldn't hate it. You'd think at worst you get your water back, which isn't terrible. And you're charging a price for everyone else here.
That's fair. Yeah, I agree.
And one city space is already gone, so there's only one left, and then you're getting into the the mining spots, which obviously isn't going to get as many troops here. So I don't hate it from Orski. Wealth in just going Wealth is also okay, but you got 2 to buy. I mean, you got Jamis as well. I mean, I honestly don't hate just going Hardy Warriors here. Jam the troops in and charge a price.
Let's see if that's what they're going to do. It is going to be.
I don't hate this. I think this is fine. Given the situation, You got to put them in, and you got to charge them. And if Beast doesn't have ring, and if people don't have easy access to go in places, then
Wealth,
you know
yeah.
that's fine.
This is
And you have
wealth
a
for
dagger in
Romber.
background as well. So like, if Beast goes city, doesn't have ring, like it's hard for him to win here sometimes, and so much easier. He's not even going to decide. So it's up to Tesia, who now can't win this combat. And there you go. Look at that already. Just that decisive blow there, and Beast turns it down, knowing that it was didn't really like his odds. Just gonna focus on getting hold of other stuff here. And now all of a sudden, look at that, gets the point there. So straight away for Orski, they're saying probably want to get like that conflict point early and gets it immediately. So that's a huge result for Orski. And I think late game he's going to want to look to just completely cut himself off from everyone else and not worry about it. So it's a great result for him.
Yeah. Q32 getting the Sleeper Must Awaken, a very, very good early pickup. You know you have to go for that. You don't really want that early. You kind of want to luck into it later, but nice to know you have it.
Yeah. As a warning as well, we do expect the pace of play in this game to be pretty quick, so it's going to be difficult for us to call every move that's played here. So we'll cover what we can here, but we're going to have to focus probably on the more important. So if we covered everything, like we just be on top of ourselves. So we'll do what we can here. Choem Directorship turns up. Now that might interest Helena, who, bear in mind, did not pull either of her convincing arguments this turn, and she has Signet Ring.
Wow. Yeah, actually, that's kind of insane.
She can go to seek allies and get that pretty much guaranteed if she wants it.
An early Piter for Beast means that you can kind of hedge your bets and get some Spice Must flow here. Going to be able to...
I think it's a good denial pick for other people, and you're going to get used to that. Even if you just go to cities and pull intrigues early, like that makes you difficult to play in like the turns 3, 4, 5.
Agreed.
Tesia picking up guild bankers, which is nice. The access is good. Obviously, you want to buy some Spiceless Flows eventually, which she's probably going to need to do, but I think this is totally fine.
Pretty interesting combat here. The weird thing about having a first combat point...
Time turns on the row as well. Good grief.
Oh, God. This is
gonna be rocket base, this. Good grief. All right, then. So the combat's going to resolve here. So Orski gets the point. Tesia's going to pick up the second water, which is not going to be totally valuable because Beast, unfortunately, does go before and will surely be hitting Great Flat here.
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't... If there's any Solaria in this, I'd love to see Beast go, like, Great Flat and Conspire, and then get any money and just get ready for Swordmaster straight away. I would like to see that. We'll see.
You might even see Beast head up and pick up that... what do you call it? The detonation devices.
Yeah, I was curious about that. So it was notable that Beast did go tech negotiation. I think they are possibly looking to take detonation away from Rumba, knowing it's dangerous and knowing you can get some value later on. But we'll see. This is also not a very good combat here with Trade Monopoly. This is pretty bad for the Beast here. So I don't even hate looking to get stuck in here.
I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see a Haga Basin here for Romber, and then we're going to see a tech negotiation. That would be probably the right play here.
Yeah, I mean, it's awkward. He kind of wanted his ring. He doesn't need to.
He's
got, yeah, he can go either way. But I think Beast, there's a chance to shut it off here, and I think if you're going to do it, you got to do it now. But diplomacy, seed fold space, hit space.
Yeah. I like this.
But again, Helena might get in the way here. Although he does have enough money for the Dreadnought, and it's open there. So if someone's got to do something here, Beast could have shut it down and decided not to. Helena has both daggers, but has Signet Ring. This is a weird hand here for Tesia. It's almost like too much going on here. So it looks like Romber is gonna get at least a Dreadnought and possibly detonation as well if he wants it.
Yeah.
Although he'll happily take disposal if he can get it as well. Then he'll be fine with that. But I do think Helena. I think Helena here. You Signet Ring to. I think you honestly Signet Ring to tech negotiation, and you pull Choem aside, and that's it secured. And then you do your dagger with like. You just reveal. I think you could go there with dagger as well, but then you're risking getting a chance. You could then obviously you got access to Arakeen, so I don't hate it. But Tesia's going to get in front here, knowing that she's got hold of guild bankers, so it's kind of a free punt here.
Interesting.
Trying to find a way to go straight away, which is very risky. Back to Orski. I mean, you could dagger it, but I think I'd just Signet Ring it and just call it a day. Although it kind of sucks.
It does.
I guess again, the problem is as well. You got to bear in mind of obviously the way these cards are going to draw out here. So, You don't necessarily hate cycling your deck here to get shown directorship. It's gonna be a little while till you see it again. The money is early, not bad here, but I expect we'll see. I would like to see tech negotiation, but we'll see. Might see it differently, and does see it differently. So Romba has everything if he wants it. I mean, it's one of the advantages of Rompa when you see Romba as well. People are reluctant. I've talked about this before in other videos, where people are reluctant to be the one making the blocking plays. They're kind of waiting for someone else to do it. And Romba is someone that no one really wants to like bother getting in the way early. It feels kind of bad. And then Romba just has a habit of getting what he wants, as you're going to see here. So
Dreadnoughts.
I mean, this is a complete. I'm kind of astonished that they've just let him have this.
This is
really shocking.
All things coming up Millhouse for Lannister.
I mean,
right
someone had to get in the way of this, like taking that, blocking the route. I mean, anything. But it didn't happen, so here we are. So the players have got to live with this now.
We also saw Ribbit, or Orski rather, sorry, picking off this Liet Kynes from the Tessia player, who Q32 would love to pick that up. He already got a couple of Fremen in his deck, and yeah, I think probably trying to hit up the Spice Must Flows later earlier. Sorry, we have an extra person in their game.
Yeah, we're gonna have some pop-ins today. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So.
Not in ours, but in their chat. And here's a memo quarters for Beast. Gonna get into interstellar shipping right away. That'll come into play next round. We'll have first dibs. We see a troop transports as well, which might actually interest Prince Romber Vernius later on. More combat, more everything.
We'll kind of see. So obviously players now know obviously what the plans allow. So the trick here is you've got to try, and if I've heard this in games before, what you want to look to do is you've got to just completely deprive Romba Vernius of money and actions. Like everyone else just needs to find ways to just bomb Mentat, bomb Swordmaster, and give him as few actions possible. The more actions Vernius gets, the more combat he's going to win.
Yeah.
If you just deprive him of actions, it gets harder for him to win combats, and you just slowly kind of police him.
I'm not sure that they're going to even be able to do that. He's probably not even going to get Swordmaster this round, or this game, rather. He doesn't usually...
You know, it might not do, but he will try and make as much use of Mentat as he can, if he can find it.
Sure.
We'll have to see how this goes, but that's the way you got to do it here, is just deprive him as many actions as possible, and even if his actions are, like, stronger per, like, you're still at least picking up, you know, you're still, like, obviously, you've got more than him, so that's kind of negating it, but we'll see. Tessia Vernius has absolutely barreled into card draw here, by the way, so he's going to get a Spice Must Flow. I don't know if it's worth getting that so early, though. Like, you've put in a ton of resources for it.
Usually getting a Spice Must Flow in the first couple of rounds is a bad idea. It gives you a bunch of blank draws. Not great.
It's the problem with Guild Bankers when you get it straight away. It's like, what do you do with it? Like, I tend to just use it for the actual faction, like, especially with Tessia. You just want to hit tracks, but she's going to go for the early Spice Must Flow. She's going to win the combat as well, for that matter, with so many swords in hand. So that's a Brucey bonus.
Yeah.
But although what she's going to do, I mean, she's probably going to take the spacing bump, although it sucks because obviously Beast is there first, so you're going to see not a lot of use out of it.
Holy moly. Web
Over power turns. But Beast has taken Guild Ambassador, which makes logical sense to me. You want to be obviously looking to try and dominate that track and get points out of that. So Tessia's going to get all the bits and pieces here, which is useful.
Very good for
Orski will be happy for second place here. You know, war and intrigue for a couple of troops. I think it's a reasonable price. And we'll be picking up Liet Kynes, which is going to be useful. Power taken. Truce there comes up. Nice, solid, robust card. Truce there. Nothing wrong with it at all. Faction access is good. But that's a big card in his hand. So this game is going to just go at rocket pace here. We're not going to be here long.
There's Liet Kynes for Orski, picking up that bump with the Emperor. And we're just going to go to round 3 with a pretty happy Tessia, pretty happy Helena, pretty happy everyone, actually. I think everyone's getting what they want.
I think everyone's fairly happy. This is going to be just a complete sprint. I was curious going into this game whether this is going to be a bit of a kind of an attritional, real scrap. It looks like this is just going to be this is basically just like a 200-meter sprint. Everyone is just going to be going absolute light speed. It really comes down, and I think a big decider of this game is going to be how many victory points come through combat, especially for Lannister. Because he's going to need that to supplant. Obviously, he can get points for winning with his dreadnoughts, but he still got to get them. Well, there's one.
There's Arakeen. It's a good one.
There is one.
I do know that he likes to win Arakeen. That's a big one.
Arakeen's nice, especially in this sort of game. Tessie has already said that she's more than happy just to draw loads of cards, so there's plenty of Solar to be had here. any city you can claim with Helena in the game, you're just gonna get more value out of in the long run. So that's nice.
Interesting thing here about a combat-oriented player is if you are going combat and you give up on the fold space, it's currently in the meta to go and take that space. And so with Beast behind Romber, interesting thing is like by giving up fold space, you basically make Big Beast take a couple turns off for combat.
Yeah.
So they don't have that kind of presence, and you have a lot more actions to burn.
Definitely, it's definitely a thing. Saying that, I actually wouldn't hate seeing Piter just to Carthag immediately and just go for a city. I know you're scared about losing this ship, but I don't think it's a big deal. I would be honestly hitting with Carthag, get 2 intrigues, put 3 troops in, and just put immediately pressure onto Vernius. I wouldn't hate it, but
yeah, that would work. He's probably going to interstellar ship though. I mean, he's the only one with interstellar shipping.
He's going to do this first. He might also be considering.
Oh.
Wow, what is? He just wants the cash.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, I like this play.
So he's going to go for. He looks like he's going to use his dagger for Mentat, maybe Piter for Mentat. He needs to draw 1 more. There we go. So we'll see what the plan is here. Tesia will take the way in front, but he's going to get limited value out of this. Helena's picked up Dispatch Envoy, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Can get use out of that. I wouldn't. Curious to see what Helena's gonna do here this turn. Still suits kind of horrible. There's no troops in garrison. Might go Wealth. I don't hate Wealth. It's kind of a iffy hand here.
Yeah, maybe still suit. I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit weird.
You could even, if you wanted to punt, like you could just punt Research Station to try and get Chome straight away.
That's not bad.
You got 4 persuasion in hand. You've got a dagger. You can get to get up to that negotiation the whole time. But 4 spice is also good. I think we're going to see Conspire here from Orski, I reckon.
I do know, I know that he likes that space a lot too. So
yeah. Oh, I mean, Conspire's solid. Conspire's always solid, especially for Helena, who obviously can't be blocked at Swordmaster. He's just got to get the money together.
Great flat for Romber, picking up 5 spice. Gonna throw a couple.
He'll be happy with that. That's gonna fund him pretty well. He's got 2 daggers in the back pocket. He'll be looking to get that extra troop in somehow. He'll probably visit city space and just he'll go steel suits if he can, I reckon.
This is pretty
scary. So here's the interstellar. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I really wouldn't mind seeing Mentat there just to cycle a dagger out. Like you can't, obviously, you've not gone there first, so ignore that. Tesia was just,
Beast gives up the combat. That's okay. I mean, if you're Beast, you're setting up for later.
Yep, so Steel Suit looks good. Trash a dagger, get the water, put your troops in, does everything you want here for Jamius. Also cuts off Vernius, who might have been considering going there if he could. But this does everything. This is good timing. As for Orski, I think I'd prefer to. I don't know. Does he want to use diplomacy? I guess you just use a diplomacy. There's no much difference between having 3 and 4 persuasion here, so just use diplomacy if you're gonna go conspiring. Save dispatch for later.
Yeah. Oh, totally agree. Yeah. I think you just conspire here.
Conspire's good. You get to 6 get to 6 cash, and then you just hit wealth somewhere, and then you get Swordmaster like next turn. You've got dispatch envoy, so you're guaranteed it. I don't think there's a lot of point getting involved. Also looking at text. I mean, disposal facility in theory has value later on, and it looks like you're probably gonna have to go down a spiceless flow route probably later in the game here. But I think just getting the cash together is probably better. It also garrisons the troop, which is good for later. Good for the next combat. Like people are gonna be committing a bit here. Beast is not going to be going into combat as much because he's got interstellar shipping, so you can definitely outpower him there.
There's a weird place where Helena is kind of stuck between track climbing and combat and needs to find, or maybe like bully a little bit into one of those other roles here.
Yeah, it's really tricky for Orski. He's, in theory, if everyone else is going to be going very combat heavy, there's a real chance for just going to save the spice. Interesting.
Okay. Yeah, right.
Might consider going Conspire next time.
Oh, Conspire goes to Lannister.
Yeah, this is the problem. And now, when he just said about that money, you've just donated it to him. I mean, this is... and he's got Finesse, which is going to help him get the Emperor Alliance. So I think that's a miss there from Helena. Possibly.
Yeah, but of a waste of daggers here for here.
Yeah, that's the way it goes sometimes. But it is what it is. Got 6 to buy. I don't hate Ixion Engineer. Like, there's plenty of cheap techs out there.
It's quite good, actually. I think, yeah, that's a good
I
pickup.
don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Gonna
Curious
be
to know why he's decided to keep hold of the spice there and not gone conspire first up when it's just a nice easy one for that. So he's gonna get this combat point as well. No one's competing here, so this is a nice kind of Lannister's kind of really getting it reasonably easy here, I think, at the moment.
2 points for the Romber early on.
2 points straight away is pretty significant. And now he's got the money to keep buying. So
Yes.
this is real dangerous stuff here for the players. They, and this is the thing with Romba. I think sometimes like you see it and you just kind of maybe don't take him the most seriously sometimes, but you can't do that.
Yeah,
So
he is a good character. I think after Immortality he started becoming a little bit more played, and then we sort of saw him unlock a little bit. So that's cool.
Yeah. I think the thing is here as well is that if you get one point out of this, it's fine, but it's round 3. There's another 4-5 rounds to go in this game. It seems hard to see how Romba does not get another point at detonation devices.
Oh yeah.
And that's a real problem. So I'm curious to see what the players do. The players are gonna have to police this. Like they're gonna have to kind of like it's the way they've got to do it. If they all just melee in, like he's gonna have too much in over the course of the game. So
yeah. I think we're gonna see another Dreadnought play here. Get that Dreadnought back. Go get troop transports. And
yeah, it's just sitting there. Although Tesia might pick up troop transports first, though.
I kind of doubt it. I don't know about that. That maybe I don't know Q32's play style.
I mean, I think it's there. I don't hate it. You go up and down here, you know.
Yeah. I
don't hate it. It's people like troop transports, get troops in. And it's going to be a combat heavy game here, so I honestly don't hate this at all.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is fine.
Could be.
And then you can take the bump with like the Fremen here to get the water, and then you drop it down to go a different faction, probably. And she does do. I think she's going to do so. Yeah, she does. I like this.
Right,
I think this is good. It also keeps cheap techs away from the beast, which is handy. He's just picked up an engineer, so that's something you got to be cautious of. You don't want to be showing up artillery though. That would be pretty bad.
What do we got here? It's a holo projectors.
It's the holo projectors, which is fine. Probably best for Helena if anyone. Obviously, bear in mind she's got Water Peddler, and she does want to pick up some Spice Must Flows with Leet. So I don't even hate her just picking that up almost straight away here.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even hate that. I don't like using fold spaces. Like her access is really heavily limited here, but problem is she can't also go. Well, she could go Conspire and then pick it up Swordmaster with her fold space because she's got Dispatch. Kind of curious to see what the plan's going to be here. But I don't even hate just picking up hard projectors. No, Slits of Breeding is
making a play for that Chome directorship, I think.
Yeah, Chome directorship is there. It's set up pretty nicely for that.
Oh, trashing the Water Peddler early. Okay.
Just going to get rid of it straight away. Wants to protect all the stuff here. Needs some help here though. She's only got 6. Just a little bit of help here.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. So that's Choem, you would imagine, locked up. She's got Signet Ring to just ensure that. But he's going to buy first here and just get in the way.
Whoa.
Just gets in the way. But he can do that. Because he just powers late game.
It's a massive play here.
Helena will have to go ahead and pick up. I mean, to be fair, even as Helena, you don't totally hate that. If he's going to just completely give up around to buy that, I mean...
No man, that's awful for Orski here. That just cuts him off of any play. I don't know what he does after this. Actually.
I mean, it sucks. I mean, you've got Spicer's phone in the back pocket, so it's not a total disaster.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's given up every action in the round, so that's also a thing. So we'll see. Anyways, meanwhile, you can see Thingy just picking up the extra bump with fold space, so he's going to be looking to try and finish that off. Helena going for the Mentat first, not picking up Swordmaster just yet.
It's actually kind of new. People are going away from Swordmaster and trying to mise that money into something else.
Oh, I've done this a lot, especially like with Paul, for example. I do that loads because if you know what it is. But yeah, like I have a habit of like trying to
subsist on Mentat and just, if I don't need to go Swordmaster right away, like I think it's risky. You got to bear in mind, you got to be able to afford it, and you can leave yourself really short. But if you can kind of walk that line, get the balance, it's pretty good. Back to Helena. So she has 4, 6. She has 8, 10 reveal here as it stands. Lietkine's playing for 4.
Disposal looks really good here.
Disposal
looks really good.
or holo projectors. I don't hate either. I think either's fine, but shipping is shipping.
Yeah, she still has 9. So
yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I think I probably would have gone disposals as well. So going to put Mahim back the side, but I don't. I wouldn't be surprised to see her actually. I think that's just a more of a get it out of the row sort of thing. As ambush turns up, I don't think I'm going to see that many more buys out the row here. Being honest, Truthsayer's fine, Fox's fine, Jesuit's fine, but there's potential stagnancy concerns here, maybe depending on what comes out here.
I think we're gonna see Romber eventually picking up that Gunthopter. I have a
suspicion.
suspicion.
If he can, of course. He's going to be early to reveal, so definitely. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. Back to Beast. Beast has got an action. Beast has got to decide if they want to get involved here. They were looking to go shipping to iron out the rest of the alliance here, but they decided not to. Well, that's pretty useful.
Oh, that's a good pickup.
One respect is nice, and they're going to use that to try and cement this alliance, I think, but not yet. They can use that forever. They'll wait for get some spice from shipping and use it on something else. Probably go for a second alliance.
Actually, surprised they didn't guild ambassador there. Maybe go to High Council or something like that. Just because, I mean, it pays for almost pays for itself.
Doing nothing. It is doing nothing. That is a definite problem here. So alas, but it's the way it goes. I mean, you just pass it by. If you can get a point from it, it's like you don't totally hate it. But
oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right, it's going to be to Tessia to probably drop into Arakeen as my guess, or just go Wealth, something like that.
I honestly, I would probably just take Swordmaster and call it a day. Use Guild Ambassador.
Guild that's right.
Just hit it now. I think. I don't hate it, and it's done. You know, Helena's going to get in the way of you. It's possible that other Beast is going to get in the way of you. No one's bought Swordmaster yet, and you're not getting the Spice Must Flow this turn. It's just so unlikely. I don't know what their intrigue is. I didn't really catch it. They flipped it down for whatever reason. But I don't think it was Charisma.
It's Sleeper Must Awaken.
Sleeper Must Awaken, that's the one. So I would just take Swordmaster, and then that's it. Your actions are done. You're first of the queue. Everyone else can bicker over it. And then you kind of go from there.
Yeah, game's not being streamed in case people are wondering. Oh, ping us some Q. Oh, Q has some ping issues.
Yeah, there is some ping. Yeah, there is some pinging. It's pretty bad, but it's gonna decline here. So I don't like going Arakeen here. Or is she going Research Station to go for another Spice Must Flow? Maybe is. Did they not buy Spice Must Flow the first time round?
No, they weren't able to.
Oh, they were one short?
Yeah. They were one short.
I thought they pulled it. Huh.
No.
Oh, they must have went for it and just missed. So going for it again. This is again super dangerous, but looks like this gonna be the case. They're just gonna try and buy spice early, which is curious.
Well, 2-point turn if you could get there. I mean, there's a chance that you just don't get there. So
yeah, I mean, your odds on to get it. You'd be pretty unlucky to not get there, but you know, here we are.
Oh no, he's very unlikely to get it. 2 value 2s in the discard pile, so he'd have to. And there's only one in the deck, so it's like a 1 in 6 chance.
You'd be pretty disappointed to not get there.
Yeah, that's a rough one. I mean, maybe it's a 2 in 6 chance.
I mean, you can't if you're like 80% for something, you can't really be scared of that. But obviously, you're going to continue to roll dice. The problem is you have to look at what other options you have here. Like, you don't have to do this. Yeah. You can just pick up Swordmaster and then just go like Siege Tiber or something and just take the water.
So it's going to go for it. Oh, it's a dagger. We knew that.
It was the dagger. That was the problem.
Has to average 3.
Like this. If fold space turns up,
fold space. Yeah, there's a fold space.
I don't like this. This is a real gamble. Given there was a safe
option, it's a fold space.
Finds it and finds the fold space.
Oh no!
Yeah. I didn't like it. I think if you know the dagger is there, I think that is such a risk when you've got a
absolutely. Yeah.
It's if you get it, it's great. But that is now twice where they've gone research station with guild bankers to get the spice and neither time get it, which I guess is unlucky between both. You'd expect to get one, but rolling dice. So now you're here, and now you hate your life. That's 4 water that has done not a lot.
Yeah, that's rough. Orski's going to pick up a Spice Must Flow
Yep.
with some ease here, and still has their Dispatch and Poison Snooper, so
Yeah,
going to probably pick up another one soon.
Orski's just gonna not panic here, but does need needs the other players to like keep check on Ron. But otherwise, he's gonna just totally run away here. And that's the problem. Free to buy for the Beast, taking Truthsayer, looks fine. And then Helena's gonna have 4 in the end, and a whole lot of misery.
Oh, man, that is really rough. Yeah, I think you're right. Going for the Swordmaster this round would have benefited Tessia a little bit more. They really want to hit up tracks as fast as possible, and that helps them do that.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't hate going for the spice, but if there's no other really clear alternative, then I'm fine. But it was there to go, so you take a chance.
You think Q's feeling a little bit of pressure since Romberg got that one combat, and Orski's setting up for Spice Must Flow straight strategy? You think they're feeling a little bit of pressure to go for those kind of gambling plays?
I mean, I wouldn't have thought Q32 would be one to really kind of, really feel that particularly. I wouldn't have thought. They made 4th place in the last tournament.
They're very good. Yeah.
So
I think the gamble was worth it, though. I mean, if you get it, then you're golden.
Yeah,
right?
But if you don't, it's like that's a ton of resources lost. And the problem is, it's gonna be, if Helena decides to go goes to thingy before you, to Swordmaster before you, you're then kind of hating your life.
Yep.
But we'll see. So
Tessie
anyway,
will pick this point up.
Takes the combat point at the least, to tying it for. It's hard to know who's favorite here. Obviously, there's some very ominous signs, but they've got to be converted.
This is a very interesting game. We have like 4 very different strategies going on here, so very interesting.
Beast is going to have to pick spots here as well. Like, really going to have to pick spots and choose correctly. They're going to want to pick up a spice somewhere. They do have 9 in hand, though, it should be noted. So they might be trying to hit like Arakeen and such. We'll see. Might go Mentat as well. We'll see what the plan is. Anyways, Beast, Helena's up first here, and I would be going Swordmaster and just punishing Tessia most days here.
Yeah,
for that. I think that's what I would be probably doing, and I think that's what we'll see. I don't think there's much prospect to go in Sponsor. You don't want to draw any cards here. You've got Dispatch. I'd probably just hit a couple of faction spaces. You also kind of want to hit Wealth to kind of get in the way of now, it wouldn't matter because of finesse, but I wouldn't totally hate it. But yeah, Swordmaster just to get to grind the screws on Anquan here. I'm curious to see how he's going to want to play this. Is Vernius? He kind of has to finesse now.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to finesse now. He's going to dagger up, go get something, and then he's going to so here we go. He's going to dagger up something. And then he's going to go and reconnaissance. I played with him too many times to know how he plays this.
Yeah, the problem is, though, he doesn't want Tessia getting there first.
No, Tessia's not going to get there. He has finesse into extra troops, so. He has finesse into extra troops.
Yeah, we'll see what the plan is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Tessia's going to have to go there then, I guess. She's kind of got a little choice. We'll see what the plan is. We'll see how we go. Anyway, so shipping and text for the Beast. Obviously looking to fund Ixion Engineer. I would just be taking... I'd probably just take Hollow Projectors here. I think it's better for you than Disposal. I think Hollow Projectors is fine. You go either way. Taking the cash. I don't think the trashing's good enough for you here.
It's going to go with it.
It's going to go for it. Okay, I mean, either way, it's round 5. I mean, it's kind of 6 one, half dozen the other. Tessia's going to feel forced to go to Wealth here. She feels like she's got a little choice. And I expect that's what we'll see. No, she declines.
Oh boy, invasion ships.
She's gonna force some removal of cards here. Now, officially, this has got to be done clockwise. Officially, players can do whatever they want, but officially, it should be done clockwise from the player playing. So it should be really Orski first. But if players want to do it earlier, it's up to them.
Usually doesn't matter that much. Yeah.
Everyone gets rid of their reconnaissances. Very cute. So Tezia's going to retain some actions here. She's not really going to be much in the combat. Curious to see what's going to happen with Beast, though. Beast has got just absolute buckets of coins here. Beast does now have the Alliance, so they're going to look to throw a load of troops in. Here
Here's
comes
Carthag.
this. Here comes
Yeah.
Carthag with the troops. Oh, and picks up Ambush as well. I mean,
Wow.
easy game. Right? Easy game.
Down up. Let's get another point and 2 more troops into combat. Of course, he can use this that way because he went to a combat space.
Yeah.
As you will note, if you are new to this channel or are new to Dune Imperium. And he gets to use his ring ability, which is put down an Ixian, what do you call him? Negotiator.
Negotiator.
Yeah.
So Beast feels like they've got to fire back, but it's with the ring. Unfortunately, the only place they're just going to pick up the spice. You know, I don't hate this. I think this is fine. Pick up the water back as well. I think just put in like
1, 2 troops. Maybe
I
put in 2.
I mean, you got to put it. You got to gather 2 off the ring.
Yeah.
They got to rotate ring troops here.
Yep. As Tessie still has a clear line to Hardy Warriors, although I don't think they're going to get there in.
That is mandatory. They have to take the troops there. They get 2.
Yeah. Yep. There we go. Yep. Can't forget
Everything
your
is
troops.
fine. They are mandatory. Like, we're not here to police the games.
That's right.
Like, if
Rewards
necessary.
are mandatory, but May effects or optional effects are not, so we will not step in the way of those.
This is fine. Gets the point. Beast deciding just to stock up here. So Beast are going to take the next one.
This is effectively a 3-point turn for Romber. Just want to point that out.
Yeah, this is another. I mean, this is just kind of crazy, but I mean, the game's going at a rapid pace. We accept that, but I think that the chances there with Romber, like he has to give up some early game to power through mid to late game. So you've got to like cut that off or something down. The players. Ultimately, that didn't happen. So here we are. This is going to be it's going to be hard to stop him now as well, because like he's going to have all these points, and it's going to be. Yeah, it's going to be likely to pick up another 1 or 2 elsewhere, unless there's actually an absolutely epic stall out. Beast picking up some spice, some looking for some spice cards, I guess. Feels like he's got Pyro and such. Spice trader for Tesia, so arming up for some potential Highliner action, maybe.
Yeah, Highlander next turn looks like they're or for the next turn after that for the first conflict 3. This seems like hoping things go long enough, and I think they will go that long, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how we go here. Not much for reveals. And so Lannister will take is going to take a load of points, which is going to be feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
And that's going to be that. So Beast is basically relying on next turn here. And if Tesia is wise for this, maybe might decide to spend next turn just building up, let Beast win it, and then hit the turn after and go Highlanders then.
I see. He's taking 2 turns. He's taking two points, and he's going up with Bene Gesserit. This is interesting. So he's setting up for 2 more points next turn, but potential win, I suppose.
Yeah. He's looking for it if he can find it. Not with that hand, he's not.
Oh,
Not going to get very far. He's going to just go into Stellar. Now he has access to there, so there's one of them.
It's 1 point, yep.
But he's going to do well to find it otherwise.
Wow. All right. And I think we're going to see a turn off, probably, letting other people fight. Letting Beast
Well, yeah,
probably get a point.
he doesn't need to get involved here. He just kind of arms himself up and gets ready.
Yep.
Doesn't need to do much here. Beast will pick up that. I actually wouldn't mind seeing Beast go Mentat there rather than pick up Swordmaster. Didn't really need to go Swordmaster there. Like, Tesia can't get there, and Vernius is never going for it because he wants to pick up more Dreadnoughts. So I would have liked to have seen that, but it's fine. I don't hate it.
Could see a dagger up for invasion ships for Lannister too, which is not a bad play. It's something
invasion
likes
ships.
doing.
Just put a load of dudes in garrison. It's fine. Curious to see what Tesia's gonna do. Tesia needs to be patient here. It's easy to think I got 6 spice, I got to fire this off here, but I think you've got to hold off on Highliners.
This might be a wealth play. I think a wealth play looks good. Yes, it is a wealth play. This is
It is finding the wealth play.
challenge.
So threatening Vernius here with Web of Power, looking to take it back. This is This is a little brave because you're kind of scared of what they've got, but I think you've got to do it. I guess they're so far in front. You've got to try and there's going to be an element of players trying to stop this, and this is where the policing is starting to occur here. But I still think Tezia, this is fine. Just don't get involved in Highliner. Just save the spice for now.
Yeah.
Save it for next round. You know, garrison up some troops, which also helps with going this way. That does not go in there. That goes into the reserve pile. He should know better. We'll slap his wrist later. Doesn't find any Fremen cards though for Liet Kyne, so that's disappointing.
He's gonna go to draw. Okay.
He's gonna draw and then he's gonna go he's going G manipulation surely. He just wants to get rid of some stuff. I don't know. He's just kind of just idling a little bit. He's just trying to threaten players and make them do stuff. I think. There's no actual intent here. I believe.
I think he was looking to hit his ring. Because if he hits his ring this turn...
If he hits his ring and gets his evasion ships, then he can just potentially end the game now. Almost.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. So, it was a free punt. No one else had taken it.
Wouldn't be
I think Hardy Warriors looks good. Yep, that seems reasonable. Get 4 troops in. You want to do that. You have your spice, your guild ambassador, so you don't want to use it. And then you probably just like hit secrets with Truesayer, I guess, and just take that point, take the intrigue. Bit of an awkward situation though for Beast here is Beast cannot afford both the full use of Demand Respect and Guild Ambassador, so they gotta be happy with just the 1 point, I guess. Take the 1 bump.
Good point. Yep.
So, but I think that's fine. I don't totally hate it. I think 1's okay. You got Memocorder, which you've got, but it's hard to really make use of it.
No, Karthag is interesting.
Tezia finds Core of the Market. That's what a tease. 2 attempts to hit spices and failed, and finds Core of the Market. That's kind of like a needle from the table there. Like, you're glad to have it, but like you just think in another world, like you've just banked 2 points there with that card. It's pretty significant. Anyway, so you got to put in 1. I think 1's totally fine and just chill and wait. Back to Orski, who again desperately trying to find Spiceless a Fremen card. I actually don't hate Harakeen here. Or even you could even go Research Station. Like, it's not outrageous here. But you feel like you've got to get a Spiceless Flow this turn. So we'll see what the plan is. Dispatch Envoys there. There's lots of options. Secrets is a point. Still Suits. Oh, no, it's not. Wrong color. Does want to hit Fold Space eventually to get that point. But I actually don't hate going Research here. You'd think if you just pull any Fremen card, like, you're pretty much guaranteed to get Spice Must Flow here. And again, like, at this point in the game, as I said, he has no interest in combat. Like, he got his point early. He just needs to token up. And just get Spice Must Flows and try and win, like, the Ben and Gesserit Alliance. Maybe the Fremen Alliance. So the Fremen Alliance looks kind of dicey.
It's going to be hard.
Maybe just deciding between the two. Does not have to go... I actually don't even hate going Secrets with Dagger here. With the intentions of going Research Station afterwards. I don't even hate that.
I do agree. I think that's a good play. Getting the extra
Ben and Gesserit's the only alliance you've really got any realistic chance of winning. And it's possible if you don't go there, like...
Lannister's going to go there. Yeah.
Lannister can always end up going there. I mean, you don't know.
He doesn't know that, but...
No, Arakeen's going to be enough.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Snooper?
So
going to
go
first.
Going low. So I think basically trying to be a bit greedy here is Orsi trying to get 2 rounds of card draw to get there. Hoping to find Liaison, does not find it.
Oof.
Another dagger. Another dagger.
Throw something in though. You got to throw something in.
I would have put the troop in. I would have put it in 100%. Just in case. You got 2 daggers. You might as well. So here comes this to take. Possibly invasion ships, might just take spaceport. I don't know.
I think it's going to be invasion ships for sure. He could also just save it, but I highly doubt it. It's invasion ships is so powerful. The extra, the ability to go anywhere by just this game, discarding a card is great, especially if you don't have an extra troop.
No, he's opted not to take us. He's not opted not to bother taking a tech. He's going to save it.
Oh, he's saving for next turn. Okay, interesting. Because he's getting his ring probably.
Yeah, right? He's waiting for his ring to catch it that way, is what he's going to do here. And I don't see anyone else really getting it beforehand.
He set over to Secrets and picked up a diversion.
Yeah, there's the steal. So 1 point. The table feels a little happy about life, but it's still... This is the thing as well. Like, it's easy for us and you guys watching this video, it's easy for us and for you guys. Well, we see everything. We see all the cards. We see everything going on. We can kind of piece together what people are going to do. It's harder if you're playing as Q30. It's harder if you're playing as here and trying to work out what Vernius is doing. But I think enough of what he's doing is, I wouldn't say face up, but it is telegraphable. It is there to kind of pick up. Like going there and not taking the invasion ships now tells you what the intention is. And so, you know, stuff like that. So there are things you got to keep in mind. And that's the thing with Vernius. Like sometimes he has to make these weird kind of moves. Finds both liaisons now, which
that's
is
an easy one. Yeah.
Yeah, but this thing is, Orski didn't want to do this. That's why I would have liked to have seen. He went Arakeen. He's drawn 5 cards. Now has 6, 12, has like 14 persuasion, which is kind of awkward. They need to bring a card, by the way.
I think it's going to be a Gunthopter, I would imagine.
Green has not ringed a card for signaling they must do that.
Oh.
So they need to do that before anything else carries on here. Especially before Vernius starts picking. It's a little late.
So BM. All right.
Yeah.
Not gonna see it.
I mean, it's a little unfortunate, but like they should have done this anyways, and I think they would have pulled it regardless. So
there's going to be a Desert Ambush.
Desert Ambush. I mean, I don't think he's going to get a ton of use out of that. It's just kind of there. So there'll be a point for blue with that, getting up to 6. Curious to see what Blue's going to decide to do with the bump for demand respect. Do you hit Bene Gesserit? Do you hit Fremen? I don't think I bother going Emperor. I think I just outright go for the Alliance here.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So it depends which one they're going to go for first here. I know which one. Let's see. So that's the Spice Must Flow there for sure. Oh, they did put the troop in eventually as well.
They did. So I can get a
so
second
6,
here.
8, 10, 12, 13. I make it 14. I think I make it 14.
It's 14.
6 for Liet. So Spice Must Flow, 5 in the back pocket. I mean, I would just go liaisons here. Like you're about to draw for your deck again, you've got to go liaisons here. I'd probably just barrel it and just go at least get 1. 2 is debatable. You've got to be trying to fuel Liet kind as much as you can. Maybe you get that crazy draw, you find 2 Spice Must Flows, maybe. So Beast is going to take it down. Do you want to see Demand Respect now? This is the only chance you're going to get to play Demand Respect. I would not hold on to this for next round. You just got to do it now, I think.
Let's see if
Whether they're going to, I don't know. I don't think that... Oh, they are good. Which faction do you go for here? You've got to go for an alliance. I know you've got memo callers, but you've got to ignore it. Like, don't be fooled into that point.
Wouldn't be surprised the Emperor. Emperor looks okay here, actually. You want that extra point. Oh, he's going to protect on the spacing. That's a big choice.
Oh, I think you got to go for it there. I mean, the chart when you go first this round, like, you can just take a bump, and in theory, you hit a faction, and you get there. There's your fold space. There's faction right there for you.
This game can end this round.
You could have gone Hardy Warriors again as well. Get the back. I think that's a little conservative. And no one's got any double bumps either, so I don't think your alliance is in that much danger. So it's a little conservative. I would like to have seen a bit more expansion on that, because you're probably going Hardy Warriors here anyway, right?
Yeah, I think so.
She does want to get another tech though. Does HearOlexio, so, and doesn't have enough spice for it, so that's a problem. Lexio's got a problematic turn here now. Because how are you gonna get a tech here? If you can do it, like how are you gonna get a tech and win this combat? You kind of can't. So you've got to make a decision. But if you don't go for tech, it's kind of savage. This might just go Mentat. But I don't
dislike that. I don't dislike Mentat. Yeah, but he's got to get a tech.
I have no idea what the plan is. No, he's gonna go Mentat. I would probably cycle out the dagger, I guess. No, just cycle that out.
Signals that he's going combat. I mean, for us, anyway.
Would look at it. Finds diplomacy, which is useful, I guess. So this is it. Tessia's got a barrel in here. She wants to also get the Spice Must Flow, but I don't think she can get everything. It's going to go here first, which I like.
It's a point.
You've got to go secrets here, right? Because you've also got Sleeper Must Awaken, so you need, like, tons of spice here. And I think she's using this to pick up the... Oh, she doesn't get the water. She doesn't have enough with Fremen yet. So it's going to pick up Solari and a card draw.
What are you trashing here? Might just trash the
Web of Power.
Oh, trash seek.
Yeah,
Oh, she went
got
secrets. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. She's protecting for Highliner. She's got to go for that, but she's getting the point
Mm-hmm.
in just getting some extra stuff now. She hasn't got hold of Swordmaster yet, should be noted. Orski going here, which is fine. Has a Fremen card in hand, so this is the chance to... You really hope to find your way to... oh, yes, need to take a double bump, and Intrigue does red, so we need to wait for a second here.
All right, we'll see what they get.
We need to pull an extra one.
It's a
They
double
do
cross.
find double cross. I mean, that could be good at helping just to keep check on Romba here, so I don't hate it.
It's interesting.
I mean, trash. I mean, just trash Dune or reconnaissance. I don't think it matters which one you trash here, or trash your diplomacy and just going all in here. You know, I don't hate this. Card's big. Your hand's big enough here. Pull's pretty bad though. Pull's really bad. Romba Vernius does not have his signet ring, however. Massive. That's why he went Arakeen trying to find it, but he hasn't got there. Romba Vernius is in a spot of bother here, actually.
He's gonna try to
because
win
he has one action left. So
Yeah.
if someone could go, I can't go Hardy Warriors either. Romba Vernius is in trouble this round. If someone really commits like Tezia's got to, I don't know if Romba's winning this combat. He's drawn horrendously, and this is what I said earlier. Like Mentat is gone, selective breeding is gone. So he had one card draw and he's got one action, and now suddenly he's gonna have to go early. Desert Ambush is doing nothing. It's gonna be hard for him to get troops in. And all of a sudden, the amount of actions that Vernius has is just like being completely compromised, and now it's hard for him to win combat.
The only thing that might be a kind of silver lining here is that if Tessia commits to a Highliner play here, which they very much could do,
it's 2 points. I mean, it seems impossible for them not to go for it.
It's giving up a Spice Must Flow for a point. Yeah, it's hard.
It's two victory points, and it stops Vernius winning the game.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think you feel kind of forced. I'm interested to see what Beast does here. I think Beast needs to just play a little patient. Beast here, I think, is interesting to see what's going on. Beast has picked up Diversion, which they can land anywhere. Here comes the Sword Master. She's just holding off. Again, no one's in any danger of picking up high lineups. This is fine.
Giving up on
But
the
yeah,
Spice Must Flow
Vernius-
this turn, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Vernius was so holding on, find his Signet Ring now and finish the game, but doesn't find it. So it's an extra round, which is what the players need to catch up. And all of a sudden, this is now getting interesting. Here's High Council for Helena, so that is another Spice Must Flow in the bag. Only thing he can do here is go to Steel Suits and pick up this, put the 2 in. He's going to have 12, 16, he's going to have 20 strength. That is not going to be enough once Helena goes in here. So this is a massive, massive turn here for the table. Next combat is going to be fascinating to see what it is. Everything has value. Hardy Warriors, it seems hard for Beast not to do this. You know, they've kind of got to. It kind of sucks because you feel like you know that you got to think that it's coming. The fact you saw she's going for this to take the alliance here. Okay, this is fine.
So Beast's going to go up to 8 points here, trying to contest a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I would do not put the troops in. You've got to think, if you saw like Tesia Vernius going...
Oh, he's going to put the troops in.
Yeah, it's not good. That's a bad idea. When Tesia Vernius gives up Guild Bank with 7 Spice and 2 in Garrison to go Swordmaster, you've got to expect it's still coming. They're not just going to let you have this. So I could be stunned if you saw anything else here. Does have Seamless Awaken, but that's a problem for next round. Here it comes.
Be Highliner?
Yeah, that was a mistake. And if Beast had just been patient, next turn was the one to pounce on. And now all of a sudden, Romba Vernius is going to have surely proper access to... It's going to be very likely to pick up invasion ships, and it's going to be brutal for the players. No one's going to have anything Garrison to fight with. Orski has to reveal for the point. Gets him to 8 here. Orski just hoping for dear life it all works out. Here comes the extra swords. So it'll be 4 more for Romba, so up to 16, which will not be enough. Wait a minute, hold on. Have I done my maths wrong? 14 from Tesia. Wait, where's the other strength coming from?
So Tessia also has a Master Tactician and Double Cross, so they have a total of 5
Yeah,
extra strength.
double cross. That's what I was accounting for.
So they'll be up to 19, and Lannister will be at 18 at the end of this.
Yeah. It would just. I was like,
pretty
holding, and it's
rough.
got the spy trail for that extra sword, which is going to prove crucial here.
Yep.
But yeah, is she going to go for this? She's going for it. She's going. Oh. I thought she was going to go Carfag and barrel for it. Oh, I thought she was going to go Carfag and barrel for it. It would have been crazy because she would have been tied at Mac and possibly with Tessia there, but just goes here. Got to get the Ixian Engineer point. Flagship turns up. I don't think anyone's going to pick that one up here. This is why I don't like this from, he's put in so many troops and he's going to get third place here. Like, this is you gotta kind of hate this, Should if just held off, you would have been in a good spot here. So this obviously has got to take away from Lannister, which we'll see. And the brutal thing is Lannister's got to use his ambush first as well. 4, 6, 8, 10, 14. Yeah, the thing is, Lannister's got to use his ambush first, and then Tessia gets to retort with that. So he's going to lose his ambush as well, which is kind of brutal. And he can't not ambush here. Is he really going to just give up the ambush?
He could hold it. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of next level.
But... How do you do that? How do you do that? I mean, that just seems insane.
That is interesting. I don't know. That is a point for Beast. Puts him up to 9.
Ridiculous give up. Be a ridiculous give up. We'll see. So point for Beast gets him to 9, and all of a sudden, like this is like anyone's game here. I have no idea what's going to happen this next round.
Yeah.
Anquan's going to get to 8 here, you would imagine, and all of a sudden, like it's been a horror round this. If Vernius found his signet ring, he wins game pretty much.
Yeah, he does.
100%. But he didn't find it.
I think I'll probably wait.
He didn't find it, which is what it is. So I don't know. We're going to see what happens here. How does Lannister not use his ambush? How can you not?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I think here, the only reason you might not want to is knowing that you have a good chance, unless it's Grand Vision, to get a couple points next turn.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of brutal. We'll see what happens. Bashar, I think, is like, so be it. Treachery does turn up. That might, it's not going to matter.
A little too late for that, I think.
So he's got to ambush here, right? How does he not?
He does.
Yeah, he has to do it. He's no choice. This is a forced action. Like, again, we can see it, but, like, if you're telling me you're going to sit in Lannister's shoes and not play ambush, like, you're kind of, like, you're insane.
Yeah. No, it's the right play.
You are completely nuts. So here we go then. It's been a horror. He's gonna get his ring though. He gets his dreadnought back because he did not win the combat. He feigns bribery. Wow. Could there be some shenanigans here for Lannister? I wonder. This is going to be fascinating to see what happens here.
It is Grand Vision. It's Grand Vision.
It is Grand Vision. There's the ring. Wow, this is going to be big. Everyone needs to make big decisions here. Accidental ping there. So here we go. So first things first is just going to get discarding. It's kind of a shame, but it's got to do this to take the alliance, which is fine. Picks up Ixian Pro. Picks up Bypass. Ixian's actually got some potential use here.
Yep.
Everyone just getting rid of their rubbish cards. It's fine. Beast finds Guild Admin again, and Beast has actually got Council Dispensation, which really encourages just going to High Council. It's just a point.
I don't know why is he. Oh, just to get it out of his hand. I guess he's
just getting out of his hand.
Yeah.
Protection.
Okay. Yeah.
Just in case, which I don't hate. Helena has a horrendous hand.
Yeah.
She's got to go selective breeding, right?
Well, she has a dispatch just in case things go wrong.
Yeah, she's got to go selective breeding with a dagger. I don't see what else you do.
Yeah.
You pick up an extra intrigue. Like, you're just putting
selective.
pressure on red. You kind of hate your life.
No, I think that's a good because you have a good chance of hitting something that loses. Oh, he has no troops.
If you can
can't
find
use
Liet
that.
Kynes. You can find Liet Kynes huge. 2 cards. Liet Kynes is guaranteed in there, by the way. Liet Kynes is guaranteed. So with that in mind, I don't see how you don't do selective breeding here. But then, and you just follow up with I don't know what. But
Jeez.
then you can't get invasion ships. That's going up to Lannister. So Lannister's going to have buckets of troops here.
Oh, I think you do because your diplomacy is also in the deck. The other
Yeah,
one's diplomacy. That could be a fold space. That's 2 points. That puts you up
that's
to 10.
2 points. It's too big here. And here we go. So takes it.
Okay, trash in the dagger. Drawing
Fine.
2.
Trash
Oh my
that.
god, that's 3 points.
No!
That's 3 points.
Oh,
Oh no, it's not
that's an
diplomacy. Did you trash it?
outrage. That's an outrageous. Oh, he trashed it. Yes, he did.
Oh, he
trashed it
did.
earlier. That's an outrageous find. Red is gonna
Wow.
be furious with that. Is disgusting. What on earth do you do about that?
Wow.
That is brutal. And can still use both liaisons if she wanted to, and still has a Spiceman's Flow. Interesting. And look at this, prepping up, not even getting the signet ring in yet.
No, it's
Doesn't
gonna
need
be
to.
a-
He can wait. He's in no rush. He might even go flagship.
He is going flagship. This is a flagship
going-
play.
He's going flagship. Here we go. And no one can do anything about it. So that's brutal for Anquan there. Here comes this. Oh, pulls the dagger. It's not what we want
Oh,
to see.
Yeah.
Finds Dreadnought. It finds 4 swords as well, actually, with the combat. So that's actually not the worst. Man, what a
Fascinating.
kind of ridiculous situation.
This is a
So,
great game. Holy moly.
Q32 is that's just gross. That is, you can do nothing about that. That is disgusting. That was the only intrigue in the deck that got him that alliance. The only one out of 40 cards, and he found it. That is absolutely ridiculous.
What do you do if
I
you're
mean-
Q right now? I don't know.
Vomit in a
Ship?
bag.
Vomit in a bag.
Vomit in a bag. I would just be absolutely furious because that's like you've got to do this, I guess, and just grab spice and
Ixion
for
probe
tiebreak.
into another Highlander, maybe?
yeah. I mean, maybe. I mean, it's there.
Yeah,
possibly.
it could work. And you could take the
Ixion probe,
alliance too.
yeah.
It could potentially get you 2 points and win and get you to
You're
10.
you're keeping hold of Jameis because that's a guaranteed point with the Fremen. So
Yeah.
you're getting rid of G-Nib. But yeah, it's just absolute vomit, just outrageous horrendousness. That
Wow.
nothing you can do.
Insane.
Nothing you can do. Helene, Orski's just going for intrigues here and praying for more miracles.
Second Poison
Poison
Snake.
Sniper does nothing.
Does
His deck is empty. Can't play it. There's
Oh
no
my
draw
goodness.
there. But Arakeen might come. We'll see what happens. Here comes the invasion ships. It's a turn late, but he's going to get there. Grand Vision, though, is not doing a lot for him. Oh, it does offer potential steal of the Red's Alliance, however. It's the only thing it offers. So we'll have to see if Red ends up making maybe like a diplomacy pivot to defend that. I don't know. We'll see. So they're all going in. It would take a miracle effort for him not to win this combat. Can you see what Beast is? Beast has got to get in here, right? You feel like Beast has got to just signet ring to like Siege Tiber and just get troops in. I mean, that is like 10. That's 10 troops. You've got advanced weaponry for 14, and you've got an actions. And again, this is the problem with Beast with Romba now. He's got 14 strength here, but he's got nothing back, and he's out of actions. And again, this is the problem. Giving up all those actions means he's always revealing early, and it's unlikely he has a combat because he just played it. So, if Beast just commits fully, might find a way to win this fight. Or at least tie it up. I mean, with Dagger, they'd actually be good here at the moment. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Siege Tiber with Signet Ring, throw it all in. Advanced Weaponry and Dagger gets you 2 points. You've got Hollow Projectors as backup as well. You get rid of Convincing.
I think that wins you the game. That's crazy.
That possibly wins you this game. That is complete insanity. But you've got the ring. You gotta fire it in, right? She also, maybe this part wants to go to Research Station. I think that's the risk here. And might
is he
get
doing it?
trapped. Might get trapped here, but it's gonna be Siege. Oh, might even think I gotta get Spice. I don't know. They've got Counter Dispensation. They gotta pick that up. They feel it's Siege. Oh no. This is kind of brutal. This is terrifying. I actually do not know what's gonna happen here. It's a big call. It's a big call. Oh, she's going here. Okay, so she needs further troops. Where's she going to get them from? How are you getting more troops in the combat? Oh, you've got to shut your eyes and go for it.
and just hope it all works out. Oh, this is so brutal. Oh, might find more daggers. Finds Imperial Bashar! No way! Oh my gosh, I think that's actually in front anyways. What's that, 4? That's 6 daggers in hand. Ring again. They are mandatory. Must take them. Wow. Imperial Bashar is gonna get her there. I mean, that is an outrageous find. This has been wild. Here comes Tezia, hoping to find anything of use here. Has to feel like they've got to protect the Alliance. Find it. They don't have it. Ring's doing nothing. So, Jamis it is. Just get the point. So that's that. So that's going to go up to 9. 6 spice isn't bad for tiebreakers, though. Helena's going to reveal for one more. She's going to get 10. Rhomba Vernius, I mean, this has been just a completely helter-skelter game. But this is what I mentioned earlier. Like I said about this whole, at the very start. If you just deprive Rhomba Vernius of actions, it's hard to sustain what you're doing throughout the game. And that's exactly how it's turned out. Got unlucky in the last round. Didn't find Signet Ring. It's a coin flip. You get it. It's good. If not, then it's trouble. But as it turns out, here we go. And Bribery's doing nothing here. He cannot do anything. I don't think he can even find it. Chow Murky is turned up on the row. He can't get that. Yeah. Bribery's doing nothing here. So this is bad times. It's kind of a shame to see this as it's gone, but this has been a heck of a game. If I'm Helena, I just pick up Spice. Just get the 4 Spice here. It's good for tiebreakers.
Yeah, agreed.
There we go. Good spot. That's easy to miss. Very easy to miss, but good spot. And here we go. And it's just like this is going to get really brutal. And here we go then. So this is where it gets really tricky now. So Beast is going to think they've got to go High Council to get dispensation for Guild Ambassador, right? And they're going to think, am I still going to be good for the fight here? Bashar and Dagger gives 4. Advanced Weaponry gives 4. That only makes you 2 clear. So if Rhomba's got any combat intrigue, like, it's really brutal. The other problem you've got to think as well is that if you win this combat, it's a point. It's not like a 2-point combat, so it makes it a bit more complicated. So I don't hate this. I think this is... I'd probably do the same in the end. Like, this way you're guaranteeing getting a point here, and it's hard to turn down guaranteed VPs, right? Here comes Seaver Must Awaken, so it's 10 for Tezia. Cooler Market does nothing. Man, this has been wild.
It's crazy.
But this has been wild, but I honestly think this is actually going to turn out somehow from like a massive position early game and mid game. I think Lannister's going to finish as in last place, which is pretty extraordinary.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
There's the point. I mean, it was all down in that ring. Didn't find it. So what do you do here as Beast? Like, you need 2 points, right? So where you getting your second point? That's the problem. You get 1. Oh, but you're getting 2. 1 for the combat, 1 for that. I guess HearOlexio is going to win this.
You can get both points actually, right? Because you can get combat and Counselor's Dispensation to get the Guild Ambassador point.
No! What are you doing? No, do not throw Imperial. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
No way! Oh my!
That draws.
It's a tie! I
Oh
cannot believe.
No, it doesn't. It's not a tie.
No.
It's not a tie.
No.
Oh no.
Way. Unless you find something pretty insane here.
Wait.
What are you doing coming up here? She's going for Spice Must Flow and hoping to draw out the other dagger and find it?
No.
No way. I cannot believe
this. That's only 5. You have to
6
hit
plus 7. She has a 2. If she finds a 2, she gets spice and slow. Doesn't
No.
find it. No way. I cannot believe this.
We better play Counselor's Dispensation or
I
Oh my
do not
God.
believe this.
Wow.
I am. Wow. Wow.
That was a clear that was a win with going to
That
Siege
was
Tabor.
there, Alexio. It was there for you.
Oh no.
But just went one too many. Did you assume? I mean, Lannister's going to see this and he's not going to believe his luck here. He's not going to believe his luck. That's got him an extra point. He's not going to be able to
Man.
beat any of the others, but that's Oh no, hold on
Actually,
a second.
wait a minute. No, Lannister still wins the combat.
Lannister's going to the combat and he's going to Oh my goodness.
And he's going to take it he's going to get 11 points.
Red cannot believe this.
What? Blue just punt. That was a huge punt. Oh my God.
Red has just been, I think, possibly screwed here. Accidentally by Blue. Can you
Holy
believe
crap.
this?
Wait.
And Red is going to come last place.
What?
Romba Vernius gets the detonation and wins this game when he probably should have been last.
Jeez. Wow.
I do not believe what we have just witnessed here.
Beast had the win in hand.
Was there.
You gotta do the math. Oh my God.
I cannot believe this. This is one of the most insane finishes I've ever seen.
Oh my God. Oh, let's go talk to him.
I know the players are going to look back at this. They're going to watch this. Alexio, if you're watching this, it might be super brutal, but Oh
my God. All right, let's go chat with them. Let's see how they're feeling. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Holy shnikes, that was close. You have
God.
idea how close that was.
We are completely stunned with what just happened. I mean, that was amazing.
Yeah, it was fun.
Honestly, I felt like Q deserved like an award there. He saved the
Seriously.
game twice.
Q 32. I've
what a
commentated
play.
I think I'm gonna be honest. I've commentated between this tournament and the last one. I think 20, maybe 25 games. Outside of probably my own game when I played as Tesia, I think it's the most I've ever seen anyone get screwed at the end. You are so unlucky here. I do.
It was
not
fun though, dude. This is what the round robin is all about, right? You have some games where you can try some things out, and
I mean, between two skill banker research station hits, missing both of those to how this last turn has turned out.
That Bene Gesserit bump to lose the alliance too.
I mean, that was the only card out of 40 that got you that alliance. It was the only one because finesse was out and bribery was in Vernius's hand. That was just absolutely grotesque.
Holy crap!
I cannot believe how this last round went. And Lannister, I be honest, like I don't know what you make of this.
Yeah, you should have lost this game, buddy.
You probably should have come fourth, as it turned out. And you are sitting with 5 points. The way it goes sometimes. What a absolute insane.
Holy crap!
That was the same for
I
everyone.
love that Lannister took advantage of what we allowed Lannister to do in the early game, and that's really
that detonation devices.
Yeah, you let him have it, but then like he was all I think he was reliant on finding Signet Ring previous rounds.
Yeah,
so they didn't find it, which allowed Anquan to get in front, and then just absolute carnage this turn. Like I mean, that's one of the most ridiculous end rounds I've ever seen in a game, and I've seen.
I want to say like round 2 or round 3, and I have the option to go here. If I go here with diplomacy and here with Jameis, he doesn't win that combat, he doesn't get that victory point, and he doesn't blow up a dreadnought.
Yeah.
So it's if I go here to get shipping or if I go here to block the whole way. So it's interesting. Maybe in the rounds as it gets tighter, you'll see some shifting of playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly.
Curious to ask Alexia, what do you make of playing on this table here? Obviously, you've got 3, you got finalists, you've got content creators, you've got addicts.
Yeah, I mean, it's a scary proposition. I feel like I misplayed the first couple turns. I think I had a play after I had just trashed this to get Mentat and really contest a combat or
Mhm.
make a bigger splash early game, but I
Yeah.
just went with the tried and true shipping, and I feel like it actually kind of lost me tempo. But I mean, it was fun
Yeah.
playing, and these guys are awesome to watch. Just watch them play, watch them kind of
Yeah,
make
it's
it
tricky.
happen.
Problem is, yeah, when you're first to shipping, obviously as a combat dude, that is a problem. Obviously in
Yeah.
the mid game. There was a couple of times you could have been maybe a little bit more. There was a couple of conservative plays. I don't blame you. It's a tournament. Like I get that. You know, obviously like just protecting the spacing alliance. Like
Right.
I can get that. It's easy for us to sit here and see everything and say put it elsewhere maybe or something like
Yeah,
that. But when
yeah.
you're sitting there, it's difficult.
From my point
But-
of view, I wanted you to battle
Oh yeah, of course.
Lannister.
Yeah,
I
we
said
thought he
control
was
the
going to.
detonation device nonsense. I mean, it worked out. You scored a lot of points, but
Yeah, I mean,
would've slowed you guys down.
first thing I said for you, Orski, was go hard combat early, get a point, and then just turtle up, which is exactly what you did, and exactly what you had.
Oh
to
yeah,
do.
I think that was my only chance here. I was really there was that one round where I was trying to save my water, but ended up not drawing into the
Yeah,
persuasion I
you
needed.
tried to go Arakeen, points to it, and still didn't get it, so you had to spend it anyways. That was kind of gross.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think everyone will look back at this game and see a lot of craziness. I think a lot of people will watch this last round and I think learn a lot from it as well. Not just playing, but I think watching it. I think it was a very informative last round of how perceptions I think can really mess with people sometimes, and you
Absolutely.
start seeing things that just simply don't exist, which is one of those things. But someone's
Jared,
got a benefit
expand on
from
that?
it, and honestly, today it was Lance's day, so sometimes
Jared,
it-
Jared,
Yeah, well done with Romber too.
you set up well early enough. Like you deserve to get better than fourth from this, but as it turned out, that's probably what you were gonna get until last round insanity.
The last round insanity was what potentially could have done you in. Whoops, sorry. With Imperial Bashar play potentially to siege Tabor.
Right.
Yeah,
That was the consideration for sure.
So what
It
was the
was
plan?
here.
We're curious to know what the plan was to.
At the very end, it was just I was like, is there any way I can get a spice? I was one away, I think. If I went up here, I was
Mhm.
like, is there any card that
you
I
had
can draw that
7.
would give it to me? But
It was makeable, I think, but it was difficult.
It was, but
Yeah.
it was tough, yeah.
Curious you got rid of Bashar though, not like just a dagger.
Right.
When Bashar's giving you extra strength to other stuff, I was.
I knew I had to go. I knew I needed green. I needed to
Yeah,
go
Yeah, you need
seat
to hit that
into
from the point.
the
That was
yeah.
fine.
So
made
and
total
that
sense.
one, but yeah, no. At the end there, it was a scramble.
Yeah,
I needed Arrakis, and that
It
was
was
the only
1
one.
and 6.
Yeah.
1 and
1 and
6.
6, yeah.
1
Yeah,
and 6 is
as
what
it
you had.
turned out. Yeah, so
Mm.
if you'd have known that, you probably wouldn't have done it. But
Yeah.
that's
Low.
it's something you learn. You know, you pick up the cards. But yeah, it was brutal to see you put up a Bashar away. That
Before
really
this,
hurt.
I was like, what is? Well, when you went here, I was like, what is he doing?
Before
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't
I
even
was like,
hate.
oh,
like, yeah.
this is gone.
I didn't even super hate research because if he does find Bashar, like he's still probably good for combat. And then Bashar went away as
Yeah.
oh my gosh, and it was so brutal for him because of course you're the victim here. Like you're the only person that loses out in doing that is you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was.
Actually, it was fortuitous that I didn't have the Solari for this because I would have probably bumped up here, and that would have probably kept him in combat.
I mean,
Oh,
probably
yeah.
he would have felt
Yeah.
a reason. Yeah, he probably would have done. It was a ridiculous last round. There's no way around it, and it's just.
Actually,
it's
one thing I will say is, CG and I were talking before the game started, and I told him like, I think Q is going to be my biggest foil in this game, and here he was, two turns in a row. He did the Lord's work. He did
Yeah,
the Lord's work.
he kept this game going. Absolutely
Yep.
kept this game going,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, last round was just absolutely spat on by the gods.
It was insane, guys. Wow.
Absolutely spat on. I mean, it was just unjustified.
Is this the first Rumber win?
Probably that
It
I'm
is.
aware of.
It is.
To be.
I don't know how you got there.
Isn't there a bounty on Romber too? Like you might get some money.
Yeah, there's a bounty.
It'll be
The
taken-
beginning of the game was this, though. I mean,
he's-
it's pretty nice.
Yeah, it
to
was
be
there.
able-
No one got in the way.
Well,
But
things
he'll take
went
it-
really
around.
well. Yeah,
Both of these on there.
It was the perfect time for him to do it, but yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we have to take the $10 off of Zion. Here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Yeah, this was a perfect setup for Romber, I think.
Yeah, it was just what you wanted to do it.
And
so.
this was a really fortuitous round for me. It just accelerated.
I was so mad.
I know, I was
I know.
saying that. I was like, Orski's gonna be
Yeah.
I'll
so
stand up for
pissed.
it.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
would obviously, and just reveal. I mean, I don't hate that in your spot. Like, he's given up an entire round to do that, so it's not. It sucks, but at least he's still getting the spice, so it's not like a complete disaster.
Yeah, it's like 4 actions
Yeah.
he doesn't have to do, as he wasn't gonna do them anyway, but suddenly,
Yeah, but at least like he's just straight revealing to get it rather than doing something and then getting it,
Yeah,
sort of thing.
yeah.
So like it is what it is.
I couldn't risk anything else. I was like, especially since Orski might ring it or whatever. So
No,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you obviously at the end you started getting obviously strangled for actions, which was exactly what the table had to do, just strangle you for actions and make you go first basically, and then just play catch up. But yeah,
Wow.
I mean, one of the most kind of insane fun rounds I've seen in some time.
Yeah, agreed. That was quite entertaining.
completely out there, and I fascinated about people are going to make this in the comments section. It lived up to the billing for like the big game in the first week. It lived up to that. There's no
For
question.
sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Thank you all for watching. This has been an insane game.
Yeah, it's really brutal to see. Like, especially again knowing kind of where Anquan's, but I honestly feel like a degree of remorse for him because he did end like someone had to police the table and police Romba, and he went and did it.
Yeah.
And just I have honestly I think it even surpasses like probably my luck in my Tezia game the last tournament. Like the luck that he had in this final round is just astonishing. Like I've never seen anyone run so bad in like a last round and a half when he did the big thing, kept the table going, didn't fight for second, and like actually tried to win the game and got just is astonishing. I feel like I need to lie down. I feel like I need to take a shower or something at 2:30 in the morning. I don't know. My head is spinning from that game. It was astonishing
amazing.
to watch.
It was really high level play though on all accounts, and I think that here or there the small mistakes will be remembered, but ultimately hopefully won't hurt any of the players in their quest, because I mean this is just the first game in their group. This is their first game. So.
This is why it's a round system. We have rounds in case of like crazy games like this. And the thing is, while this obviously is a board game, it's not necessarily sport, but in sport sometimes like you just get bizarre results, and sometimes you get results that you didn't really deserve.
Yeah.
I could very easily point to England-France from the other day.
I'm sorry, my heart was broken. It was.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. Like I think Lannister will know heart in hearts. He was a lucky man to get anywhere beyond. As it turned out, once he didn't draw the ring, that was a crushing blow. To still walk out of this with a ring is kind of insane. And it's just like everyone had played like their cards face up, like he just comes last almost every time. So it shows you how close the game was. It shows you how tight this match was in the end, but on fine margins, and sometimes you get those strokes of luck, and you run with them for a tournament, and you're off to the races. So real horrible criticism to Anquan. Alexia, I think, played pretty fine. Tough spots to end up in between Tezia and Vernius in that sort of situation was tricky. Got a lot of use out of Guild Ambassador. Got the extensions. I don't hate it. Orski did what they had to do, but yeah, Lannister gets it today. How, we don't know.
It's quite amazing.
Sometimes it's how it goes, kids. What a game.
Well, thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Take care, though.